Hi there again, everyone. Jeremy Miller, Pirate Consulting, founder and CEO, back with another message for today's Inside the Staffing Business. And today's message is this: you emotional psychopath. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So I'm totally stealing this from my infamous psychologist, Dr. Glenn. If you want to connect with Dr. Glenn, let me know. The idea behind this entire message about being an emotional psychopath is that we are all emotional psychopaths. And yes, that's said with tongue in cheek. But nonetheless, here's what happens to all of us, whether it be at work or in our personal lives or whatever. You have a situation that triggers the shit out of you. You could be at work and it's a colleague that said something, or you're at home and it's your kid, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, whatever, who says something. Or name anything, even on the road, somebody cuts you off and you have this emotional triggering reaction. That emotional triggering reaction is basically uncontrollable. That initial rush of energy and emotion for whatever fired you up. But the basic idea behind this is that you get to choose what your second response will be. So if you're at work and you're dealing with a troublesome coworker, or your boss is riding you, or who cares what the situation is, whenever they or he or she or whatever says something to you, you get immediately triggered with something, or whatever the situation is triggers you. That initial emotional response is really tough to control. Some people have this down, I just don't. So maybe you can relate with me or maybe not. But either way, after the initial emotional rush of energy, you have the ability to make a different decision on how you respond moving forward. And this was referred to me as being a second responder. So we had a situation in the office today where we were going back and forth about something. I wasn't involved with it, but it was out there and I was aware of it. And it got a little feisty. And we had two different people on the team kind of going back and forth about something. And inevitably, someone's going to get freaking triggered by something and you're going to say something dumb, whether it's just a little dumb or really, really dumb. Or maybe whenever you're at home later on, something's going to happen that's going to just piss you right off, or hurt your feelings, or make you feel depressed, or whatever the emotional response is. That initial thing is really, really tough to be able to navigate because you just get fired up immediately. Maybe you're good at this and you could take a deep breath, or you can soak it in for a second, or what have you. But people like me who wear our emotions on our sleeves really, really struggle with this because it's just our nature. So I know that there are occasions where the initial response that I can feel in my heart, in my mind, in my body, like getting hot or fired up or whatever, is something that I'm not really great at controlling, and I might not be able to control it. But I do get to be able to decide what I'm gonna do next. So then I'm in a position to be able to take a deep breath, understand what I did wrong, try and take the vantage point of the other person, put the shoe on the other foot, whatever phrase you wanna use. And then you're in a spot where you can respond better. That response might be just more calm. You might owe somebody an apology. You might be able to see a vantage point that you couldn't see before, but nonetheless, you're just emotionally in a different position to be able to respond. So the first response, dicey, at least for me. The second response, we all have control over that. So think about what areas of your life or what relationships you're trying to deal with, whether it be your boss, your coworker, your spouse, etc. Are you struggling with this? And if so, welcome to the club. I might be a founding member. But either way, if you can think about how to respond differently after the initial emotional response, we can all put ourselves in a better spot to either heal a broken relationship, fix something that we said that was done wrong, or just be able to find a better outcome in that particular circumstance. So think about that for today and how you can implement that tomorrow, and we will come back with another message for Inside the Staffing Business with Pirate Consulting. You just got done listening to Inside the Staffing Business with Pirate Consulting.
please check us out online via Facebook, LinkedIn, or our website at piraconsulting.com. That's PIRA consulting.com.